went ahead and go. We want to let you guys know that we have gone vegan, and that's part of the reason why we wanted to get the noodles out of the cabinet. We didn't want to waste our money. We didn't throw away the spicy noodles because we know we wanted to do the spicy noodles challenge for you guys. And we knew everybody else was doing it, so we wanted to hop in the game. But aside from that, we're vegan. We no longer eat this type of stuff. We're just doing it for YouTube. I have been having a spiritual awakening, and I didn't know that I was having a spiritual awakening. I simply was just trying to change, you know, it just naturally came about, really, like, yeah.
She's indulging in the vegan lifestyle and not doing the same thing. It's actually a good thing. It's real healthy. It's fulfilling protein packs.
Right.
And you can flavor your food any way you want, really.
Well, what happened was I was doing a lot of mindful meditating and just trying to live a more in tune life, being in tune with myself. And from there, I did that for like 2 years. From there, it went to me changing appetite. I'm the type of person, or I used to be the type of person that will eat literally anything. Anything. Like,
Same here, by the way.
I would eat anything. I've been to, I don't know how many different countries. I served in the military, so I've been like everywhere, and I've tried all sorts of things. I've eaten dog, okay, knowingly, and I loved it. I used to have a house in Augusta, Georgia, and my friends used to hunt, and they used to bring over all the game that they would find or hunt, and I would get to pick up the meat because they're slaughtering the animals in my backyard, and from the bones straight to the plate, that was how I ate. Like, it was, my deep freezer was just full of
Talk about being a
game.
carnivore.
Like, I was a carnivore.
Yeah. So, we let this simmer.
Oh my gosh.
You're just going to straight, you don't even mix it up.
I'm going to mix it with it. This dude is tripping.
JK, Jeff is kidding.
Alright.
Okay, take that back. The sauce looks extremely pretty mean.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Really
Oh my
dark.
god.
It's really dark and
I got to show y'all. I'm gonna just record a little clip right here so y'all can see. Cause like, look at that. It's like blood dripping off the noodles. It's like a cup of blood.
a real dark soup.
Look at these noodles.
That soup is like blood.
Yo, he's not lying. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw the clip. It looks like blood. Damn. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill this. This is I'm nervous. I am so nervous. Like, yo, my nose is
But it
already
smells good at the
sweaty.
same time. My mouth's all watery and I do want to try it out. Immediate burn of the tongue.
Oh my god. No, listen. We are definitely the type of people that love spicy food. We go to Indian restaurants and we order the number 10. The number 10.
I want to go Indian restaurants or Thai restaurants and stuff.
And we always order the number 10. This right here? Why they make this? Why do they make this? This tastes like, baby, this tastes like, oh my god, you know what, this tastes like,
There's no salt in this.
it's no salt, it's just straight
Okay.
fire. You know what it reminds me of?
No seasonings.
You know, like, this, the stuff they put, when they put me in the gas chamber, the pepper spray stuff, it's like I'm eating that.
taste.
It's hot.
It's
but it needs flavor. Like it's
definitely
just
flavor.
It's just flavorless hot.
Need some sodium.
Oh my god. I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat it all. I think we're gonna feel the challenge with me. Ooh, your lips are orange.
Yeah. I wish we were salty.
I lied. I'm not gonna drink the juice. I'm probably not gonna even eat the whole thing.
I'll definitely finish the noodles, but I will not drink this.
Yo, we have a fan right here in front of us because we kind of figured that these noodles weren't no joke because, hell, it's in a black and red container, but then again, I didn't know that the store would sell. I love hot shit.
The more I eat noodles and the more I finish them,
I'll eat Scotch bonnet pepper. When I was a carnivore, I used to eat Scotch bonnet pepper with my oxtail and rice or my jerk chicken. I'm talking about like put it on the plate with food. You know, Scotch bonnet is really hot, but this, my lips feel like they've been cut with razors.
So funny too. If you swallow the wrong way, you're SOL.
Man, if you let this juice go down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, if you let this stuff go down the wrong pipe.
This go down the wrong pipe.
This stuff's gonna be on the camera lens and everything.
Look, now you're gonna go to the hospital.
Well, guys, I finished my noodles. I am sipping on the juice little by little, but I'm definitely not gonna finish it all. That's way too much seasoning.
I wish y'all knew me personally, so that you know how much I really love spicy shit.
I think I completed it, guys. But no joke. No joke. It is hot.
Oh my god.
But it's an enjoyable hot though.
Oh no, it's not. It makes absolutely no sense for this shit to be this hot.
Got some snot, or in Tagalog we say sapon. I got some sapon coming down my nose, just a little bit.
Oh, wow. I really totally underestimated the fuck out of these noodles.
Yeah, I'm done drinking.
Okay. Guess what? Am I even gonna finish my noodles? Woo, shit. All right. While Jeff finished the noodles.
Yeah, see, how about your lips burning? My lips are starting. See you guys.
My lips are on fire. I can't finish that. That's not even like me to not finish my food or to not finish something spicy because I love spicy stuff. But I think they put something in that. So I had some stuff on my phone that I wanted to talk about. I don't know how he's not sweating.
I'm sweating a little bit. It's starting to. I'll catch up now.
It hurt. It's burning.
Sensation.
But it's staining his skin.
Yeah.
See, whatever that orange stuff is, I'm gonna assume that's the stuff that they put in that. It's
That's
orange. It's like dye.
In other words, that stuff that's not good for your body. Hence, that's why I'm not drinking this soup.
Yeah, I can't.
Definitely not gonna drink the soup.
So, well, while we still have y'all here, we're gonna get rid of the soup. We'll be right back, baby. We still got some tea for y'all. So, that was cool, but never again. That was the first and last time I ever had those spicy noodles, and I'm never gonna try it again. What about you? I don't even like the flavor, so. Jeff broke down the weed. We got some, what do we got?
True OG. Indica based or more indica dominant, which is a good thing. Get to relax mind, body, muscles, and soul.
We already told you guys why we went vegan in the first place. Let me see, I had some stuff in my phone that I wanted to talk about. So yeah, obviously Jeff didn't have a choice in going vegan.
And by the way, I like both lifestyles, regular eating and vegan.
Right, I told Jeff that he does not have to be vegan with me. He could bring food, bring meat, and I would make him the regular foods that I used to cook, and I would just separate myself from it because I can't deal with the texture. I don't know, like ever since I did
and another thing too, sorry to interrupt my dear. When you do switch over to a vegan diet, and the more you do it, and however long you keep up with it, and then when you switch over to eating regular food, just all of a sudden you're gonna feel the difference in like your energy levels and just how you carry yourself, and it's a real feeling, and it's a real big difference.
It really is. I'll tell you a short story. We did it. We were vegan for about 17 days, and we went out with Jeff's parents on Father's Day, and Jeff had a Filipino dish. I forgot what was it again?
I had some beef steak and rice.
Yeah, beef steak and rice. It looked so heavy.
And some seasoning too.
It looks so heavy. By the way, this is bomb. True OG. We got this from OG Warehouse, my homie Nick. Shout out Nick. He had the beef steak and the rice, and it looked so heavy. I felt so sorry for him later on.
It was definitely heavy. It was
he was like, baby, I'm gonna take a 30-minute nap, and 30 minutes turned into 5 hours. And not only that, but he had like a bad time in the bathroom too.
Yeah.
His stomach was hurting, and so it's not good to switch it up because your body is getting rid of all that impurity, and then you go put it right back in there, and it's just kind of like, what the hell is going on?
The switch up you can do on your own. Nobody's stopping you, but just know that you will feel a difference, and you can make a judgment on that and see what lifestyle you guys want to choose, or at least keep consistent with.
Right. So
as of for now, that I am a vegan, but at the same time, I guess I could have my cheat days, quote unquote, and I eat regular food.
Right. So, and he has to deal with whatever repercussion comes with that.
Yeah, but just like I told you guys, I mean, nobody's telling you that you have to stick to vegan or a regular diet. You can do vegan, but if you do eat some regular food, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah. As for me, I don't have any desire to have meat. Sometimes even the meat substitutes like tofu, sometimes the consistency could be too meatish for me, and I'd be like, I tried to even incorporate shrimp or different seafoods back into our diet, and shrimp to me tastes like eating someone's cheek off, and I just couldn't do it. Jeff was a little upset because he was the one that bought me the shrimp, and I didn't want to finish it, and it's just whatever. So seafood for now, I can't do it. I think I could do crab, but I haven't tried it yet. But for right now, I just cannot tolerate the consistency or the meat texture in my mouth right now. And if any of you have had a spiritual awakening or are currently going through a spiritual awakening, tell me how you're doing with your diet. How are you balancing?
Or perhaps just changing your diet. It doesn't may not even correlate with any awakening if you're just changing your diet.
No. Well, I was asking, I want to know, like, how are they dealing with it? I want to know, like, how are you dealing with, your diet or your appetite for more greens or more vegetables? How are you dealing with that, and dealing with your relationship maybe, or dealing with people around you? Because everybody around me likes meat. Some of my best friends here in California are all are all carnivore, and there's some restaurants that we go to together, but then more restaurants that I am not pretty much catered to. So how are you dealing with your social life and your appetite? I want to know how.
Please share with us.
And also, how are you dealing with your spiritual awakening and your relationship? are you and your if you and your partner are not on the same wavelength. If you and your partner, I want to know how you're dealing with your spiritual awakening and your partner not being on that same path. For us, it's not a huge problem. We have bumped heads here and there, I think, just small. But I am trying to learn how to deal with accepting everything for what it is, everything. And I love, so my heart is so open, so wide right now, and so is my mind. It's crazy. Sometimes I can get annoyed with people not loving themselves or not taking care of themselves, but mostly it's the people that I love the most, like Jeff and my family members. Like, I get annoyed with them eating, with their eating, like, and I haven't even been vegan for very long, literally like a month, a little bit over a month, but now it's like everything is starting to annoy me, like people not taking care of themselves and people not living life to the fullest. How are you dealing with your spiritual awakening and people that you love? Like, because we're not, I'm feeling like I'm disconnecting myself a little bit, because I love them so much and I want them to be better, like better, 100% better human beings. And I think that most people that are awakening, I think they have that, but then they have this balance. They know how to like hide the care, or I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but how are you dealing with it? Because I don't know.
This should definitely be a stimulating conversation with
This,
you guys.
like, yes, because I'm trying to get you guys to understand that it frustrates me for like something simple, like people not loving one another, like for something simple as race. Like racism annoys me, like how the fuck, why the fuck do people give a shit about the color of your skin when we are all human? Like we're equally nothing. like I don't understand. It just annoys me. It annoys me. So, yeah, that's pretty much been my battle. Here you go, baby. Because I can't, I'm just holding it.
In my battle, there's really no complaints. This woman right here next to me, I love Sheena. She's a tough cookie. But I love this tough cookie, though. I'll tell you that for sure.
Right.
And she's been a big help, in my life. She's my better half.
Right. I think that Jeff and I think we have an understanding. So even though I'm going through this spiritual awakening, I think like the energy that's around me is like, totally
I'm grasping onto it.
Taking him into, and I think that it's making us better. Like every day I feel a deeper connection to him, and every day I see a reason why we need to be in each other's lives.
Right.
It's a deeper connection than sexual. It's a deeper connection than love. I think that we're literally each other's soulmates.
Other half, as I said,
like yin and yang, like literally.
And
when you find that, you really kind of want to like do whatever it takes to keep things at a certain balance, so that you guys are seeing eye to eye. And like he said, I'm a tough cookie. I kind of like want to take him by the shirt and like look me in the eye. Let's be level with one another. But then he's, like I said, we're not necessarily on the same path or journey or wavelength or whatever you want to call it. So I literally have to say it out of my mouth and get him to understand that he need to calm down and he need to come to his senses and he need to be a little bit more level-headed. And when I bring it to his attention, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 minutes, and then he'll get an understanding and things he'll snap back. But the thing I hate is that he'll always apologize for it, and I really just hate like every single time he feel like he fuck up, which he don't fuck up every time. It's just like he feel like it a lot. Yeah. And he apologized for it, and it's like I'm getting apologies a lot because he feel like he fucked up like me.
But
it keeps going out on me.
But nevertheless, I love this woman, and she's much importance in my life, especially where, you know, taking this next chapter in both our lives.
Right.
And we're starting a family. I'm looking forward to it, guys.
Right. So, of course, we're gonna talk about starting a family too. But I want to talk about meditation. Meditation has been very important in my life for the past 2.5, going on 3 years. It's been extremely important to me that I get that in. And sometimes if I don't get it in, I don't know if he noticed, he hasn't said anything, but if I don't get that meditation in at least once a week, it's not gonna be a good week. Okay. I want to do it every single day, and I try to do it every single day. When he goes to work at 2, or he leaves here around like 3:30, and the minute he step out the door and I hear that car and that belt starts squealing and ride off, I get into my meditative mode or my meditative state, and I fall into myself for at least an hour. And I try to do it every day, but again, I don't get to do it every single day because sometimes I'm so sleepy when he leaves that I don't even hear him leave. I try to like have an alarm set also, but sometimes I'm just too tired. But I try to get it in. Meditating to me, like I said, is super, extremely important because I need that connection and that balance and that mindfulness. I have to have that, and truthfully, we all need it. It's just that we all don't do it, but we should.
Yeah, and I'm gonna break into more controlled and, how would I say, controlled and meditative methods in order to get myself to the next level.
Right. And I hope, I'm not gonna ever force him to do it, but I cannot wait till he gets there and we can meditate together. So like I said, we're not there yet, but I can't wait till we in there and maybe do yoga and stuff like that together. And maybe I should be a little bit more adamant about working out, because that to me is important. To me, working out and getting being active and being in shape, keeping your body moving,
just
to
maintain,
me is
because
very
your body
important.
is your temple.
Right. New books that I've been into recently, because I've been like learning a lot about different chakras. So I got this book. This was like one of my first books that I had purchased. It's called The Beginner's Guide to the Chakras. It's really, really thin. It's only like, how many pages in here? Like 70 pages. I read it all in like 3 hours or less. And it's pretty detailed. It explains your chakras and your aura and just different levels of your being. It helps you understand it a little better. It was pretty intuitive, I would say. And then the other book that I have is The Law of Propulsion. It was really good. I read this in a day, also in a couple hours. So this one was really good. I got both these books off Amazon. This book was probably like close to free, like 80 cents or some shit. And then this one was probably like, I don't know, I think this book was probably like $1. This was really cheap, maybe $2. Couldn't be more than $2. I'm sorry if the price is on the back. It was $14.95. But it's a really, really good book. And it's by Jeremiah Hughes. I really like that book a lot. I'm probably going to read it again. I like to read my books over and over. And right now I'm currently reading Anatomy of the Spirit. I bought this book off Amazon like, when did it come? Last week? A couple days. I bought a couple, yeah, actually it had to come a couple days. I haven't really had time to really get into it yet, like, but I'm on page 39, and so far it is so good. And the reason why I'm on 39, I've been reading it for like 2 days, but the reason why I'm on 39 is because like I find myself reading this one single page. I'll read it twice to really take it in. This woman, she's written like several books. Check her out, Google her. Her name is Caroline Rice. She has a PhD in what would you call this, spiritual healing, I believe. She has several certifications and degrees. Check her out. Google her. She is bomb. I'm gonna get another one of her books already. I already know because I'm only, like I said, on page 39, but I already know that I want another book. So these are the books that I've been reading so far, and I've been checking out a lot of people on YouTube. The list is pretty long, but the one that I really love is Infinite Waters. It's Ralph Smart's channel. It's very, very informative. He has a degree also. He's a doctor. He's a PhD. He's a psychologist, so he kind of knows what he's talking about. And everything that he talks about, I don't just take his word for it. I actually go do really deep research, and it's pretty much true to the stuff that I actually go through too. So I'm like, I'm in tune with him in that channel. So if y'all want to hop on board, check out his channel. What do you want to say about Ralph Smart? Because Jeff listens to watch Ralph Smart. He sits back and get in tune to all the same stuff that I'm in tune, because I do a lot of researching and YouTubing and a lot of other stuff. So he's kind of like right there watching. And I don't think he has anything bad to say about Ralph Smart.
It's very informative. It's wisdom.
Yeah,
It's
he's
wisdom.
super wise.
Just generally speaking, wisdom.
Right. Yeah, the other question I was like, how do you guys deal with balancing your spiritual awakening? If you're currently going through a spiritual awakening, I want to know how you're balancing this feeling, because it is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. If you are going through this, then you know what I'm talking about. If you've been through it, you've gone through it, you know what I'm talking about. This is such a beautiful feeling. And then you are like intertwined with such a beautiful being. Me, myself, I'm speaking of. I'm like, I'm with someone that is so beautiful to me spiritually, and I want everything to just be perfect. And I know everything isn't perfect, but I want it to be. So how are you dealing with balancing spirituality and your personal relationships? Because that to me is just like, I'm getting to it, I'm figuring it out, and I feel like acceptance is key, and patience, acceptance, and just pure love, genuine love.
True, genuine love.
Right. And so here's another conversation that Jeff would be so happy to be involved in. Baby making. How is baby making going?
It's going.
As you guys already know, I had undergone a myomectomy a few months back in March. And it was successful. Everything went well. I didn't do any updates. I do apologize. I live a very busy life, I kind of think. And Jeff and I are trying to balance our relationship, and sometimes we just don't be vlogging everything.
Right, and I'm working long hours.
Right,
so.
he works long hours, and so do I, even though I don't physically have a job, but I really do have a very busy life. And I should start vlogging more, which I'm going to start. But however the myomectomy went good. My healing process, it was different. It was an experience. I had some ups and downs. You already, I had a few anxiety attacks because I was trying to heal so fast. I'm not a type of person that likes to be restricted to the bed, into the house, unless I want to, for a day or two, but not for weeks. Man, I started having anxiety attacks. I freaked myself out. I fell into the hospital for a few days. It was a long story, and but anyways, I got better, and I'm doing fine. I healed just fine. They did the new tape thing.
Tape stitching. It's not even stitches.
It's not even stitches or staples. It was beautiful. I wasn't in any pain. When I came home from the hospital, this is TMI, I did not bleed. I didn't have to wear a pad. I wore a pad one day, and it was nothing. So I was like, well, let's see. I wore just panty liners for of course, ever, but it was no reason to like wear pads. So I did good, and I didn't bleed in my stomach and my pelvic area. I didn't bleed any. Everything was beautiful. Everything was beautiful. I went to go see my doctor after I had an anxiety attack, because I had an anxiety attack only like 3 or 4 days after being home from the hospital.
Literally.
And I was doing a lot of running around, hyperventilating.
That kind of scared me and really upset me, because I thought, you know, her incision was gonna split open or reopen. So I was being quite angry. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my
to
God,
yourself?
y'all! I felt so sorry for Jeff, because he was being such an awesome person for me.
Yeah.
Like he was
Totally
different.
I was cooperative, angry with her.
He was
so
angry
loving
with
her.
me, and I could see it on his face that he was also very, very tired. He was exhausted from.
Oh, this is when I started my job.
He had just started his
Yeah.
job. He worked very crazy hours, and not only that, but I had surgery, so he had to, you know, be there for me in that way. But right after the surgery, I had an anxiety attack that lasted for. Because I know y'all probably think an anxiety attack, that shit just lasts a few fucking minutes. But no, my anxiety attacks are terrible.
Some do, but hers.
Mine lasts for days, okay? Like, and they are really, really bad. I lose a lot of weight and I throw up a lot, and it's
intense.
really, really bad. So he was there for me. I had to be in the hospital for days at a time, and he was there the whole fucking time, y'all. So I felt sorry for him, because he would be just sitting there looking really, really, really exhausted. He had like purple bags under his eyes.
I was tired. I was a mess.
So we couldn't do a lot of vlogging, and we do apologize, but baby making is going great. Technically, we're not supposed to be baby making yet. We're supposed to be
per doctor's
order. We're supposed to be on birth control, and they're in the refrigerator. I have not taken. I have an overing, but a NuvaRing, something. I don't know. I'm supposed to like stick it up there.
In your ring.
I'm supposed to stick it up there, but I haven't used it ever. We just been like doing just old-fashioned way, but we actually tried in June. I got this app on my phone called Ovia, and I went and I bought all the ovulation test kits, and I only bought one, and it came with 8 sticks and then 1 pregnancy test. And let me tell you about this shit. Let me tell you that story. Story time. So I bought the test kit. I did. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so story time. So I bought the test kit. I did everything the test said do. Jeff probably thought that I was like thinking that I was pregnant, because I was like leaving the test on the bathroom, because it says wait like 3 to 5 minutes or something. So I would leave out of the bathroom. He was going there, and I bet he was just thinking all kind of shit. But I was leaving I was doing the test, and you know, it was a little bit discouraging, because you know, after my surgery, I was just hoping that everything went well and I was actually ovulating. But when I took the first 3 or 4 tests, the test was coming back negative, like I'm not ovulating. But clearly I'm supposed to be in the ovulation state, because on my Ovia app, it was like these little green blocks saying like I'm in the ovulation state, but my ovulation tests were negative. So I was getting nervous, like, well, am I ovulating? Am I able to ovulate? Like, you know, like I was going crazy. So just on my very last test, I had one last test left, and I pissed on a stick, and the test was so pink, it was burgundy. And I was so happy, and I was like, Jeff, hurry up and come on. Like, let's get it. And so, like, after that, I checked the calendar, and it was like, you know, you can test if your cycle hasn't come on. And I was like 2 or 3 days past my cycle, and I didn't realize it, because we were hanging out with his parents, and I realized what day it was. It was 4th of July, and my period was supposed to come on 4th of July. And I was like, okay, come on, yes. But I wasn't even feeling any cramps. I wasn't feeling anything. So I was like, okay, yes. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of weird. I never missed my period before, ever. My whole 30 years of living, I've never missed a period. So I'm like, wow, this can possibly be it. I'm scaring myself though and hyping myself up at the same time. So anyways, I'm like, I don't want to test. I don't want to pee on the stick. But remember, the ovulation test kit comes with a pregnancy test in it. So I let 3 or 4 days go by. And here's day 5 and still no period. I pissed on the stick that morning, and that afternoon I started feeling cramps. I was like, what? Wow. First of all, it freaked me out. I never missed a period. It never, ever missed a period. Since I had my surgery, never missed a period. So, you know, I don't know what happened, but it was very discouraging. Once I was laying on a bed, and this is TMI, I was laying on the bed, and all of a sudden sharp pains just came, and I knew it was going to be my period, and it was. And I was like, whoa. I called Jeff, and I was so discouraged. So from that point on, I got rid of the app. I was like, I'm never gonna plan. I'm just gonna relax. We're gonna chill, and we're just gonna enjoy each other. So we have some stuff planned, right?
Yes, we do.
We are planning actually tonight. We're gonna start planning our trip to Vegas. We got some free trips through, I forgot,
A travel club.
A travel club
Called Infinity Network.
Infinity Network. Shout out to Infinity Network.
Yes.
They hooked us up with some free stuff to Vegas because they wanted us to join their club, and you guys know how that thing go. We kind of said no, and they just gave us a bunch of free stuff, free food, free rooms, free travel, free a lot of stuff. So we're gonna take advantage of it next weekend in Vegas, and then that following 2 weeks after that, we're gonna try to go up to Yosemite.
We're not gonna try. We are. This is much needed. You know.
Yeah.
This is up in my backyard here in California, so we're gonna go head up there and enjoy the nature.
Right. So, and I'm all about the whole nature thing. So I really want to go out there and meditate and turn into my Zen mode up there.
Yeah. And I'm gonna set out my way out there, or in my own way out there. So I'm looking forward to it. So we're definitely make that happen.
Right. So, yeah. What else did I want to talk about?
This week's good. Wow.
Yeah, this week is really good. I'm tired, I'm right now. Yeah, so yeah, we're planning these trips so that we can have time for ourselves, time to ourselves, and you know, away from social media. We will have time for y'all though, of course. I planned on getting a new camera too, because right now we've been using my iPhone, and that's the problem. My iPhone, it doesn't have like a lot of
so
memory.
Is that the main factor of it all?
That why we haven't been
that
long
sucks
enough.
with that phone.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a lot of memory, so I need to either get a bigger memory iPhone or get a different camera. But I already made a decision. I actually made a decision today. I'm going to